You said to get off. Was you said to stop? Stop at 8 o'clock. You said
No,
7 to 8 o'clock.
you say that. You say that. You say that. 4-hour mission today.
And I ain't doing no 4 hours. Right?
Get out. Get out.
You want me to get out then? You want to run the show?
I can't. I gotta wait till Gabe. I gotta wait for the other.
Where's Gabe at? I thought you said
I got the rebar cement of the show to come in, bro.
The rebar.
The foundation. You know, just a trim, bro. The little trim on the end, the rain gutters.
I'm that little collection of the white stuff on the side of somebody's mouth.
the jizz. You're the jizz, but damn, bro.
Shit.
You already starting, though. You already starting, see?
I'm not trying to. There's a new presidency that got me to say.
Hear your voice. I haven't heard from you in a while.
Lordy. What up? Wait a couple people pull up.
Getting on work.
What's that?
Getting off work or something.
Is he?
Got going on today?
Oh shit, just looking at a few things real quick.
Huh?
I'm just looking at a few things real quick. Over here getting ready to get into it, man. It's really
let's go. I'm always ready, bro.
Let me lower this a little bit so we can hear us. Everyone can hear us, you know what I mean?
Gotta hear my voice today, bro.
You gotta get your voice today?
You gotta hear my voice, bro.
You gotta hear your voice. What up, everybody? Welcome to RaiderNationLive. I'm your host, Lo. What up, Lo? Got Coach Gravy in the building.
Clear my throat, bro. Let me clear my throat.
That
was a jam back in the day.
You got me doing that lover right now, shit.
That lover dance? Who remembers
you
that?
Don't know nothing about that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, I forgot to say some of these youngsters don't know nothing about that.
They used to call me. That was my thing, bro. Right when I walked in.
Relax.
Gravy lover, bro.
Welcome to RaiderNation.
You can be the club at Beethoven's. Remember that Beethoven's club, bro? Over there.
He said Beethoven's. I haven't heard Beethoven's forever, bro.
That was my spot, bro.
Man, I'm feeling kind of down, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Man, I don't care, bro.
You know, I got in the background. I got the Tampa Bay game where Seth Roberts did the walk-off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of got me sad, bro, because I was actually like, that was one of the teams, bro, that we had Riviera. We had, what was number 18? Was it Murphy? I can't think if it was Murphy.
Maybe could have been Murphy.
I don't think it was Murphy.
No, it's Murphy. Back then, what year are you talking about? You watching Tampa Bay?
2016 when we're playing against fucking what's the name? Jameis Winston. We're playing against Jameis Winston. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like it's just one of those things where it's like you remember some of those games. That was like a battle. That was they had Gerald McCoy, I think. Tampa Bay still had them and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember who it was.
I
remember. I think it was Lewis Murphy. That was he was like 18. He was kind of like 6'2", 6'3". He was a bigger, kind of skinny guy.
Lewis Murphy was a big motherfucker, bro. He was
no,
big.
It wasn't him then. It wasn't him.
I see him.
I'm trying to remember who that was. Number 18.
It wasn't Porter. That was way before. Porter was a big dude too.
But see, that's what's gonna mess with me right now. I gotta find out who it was. I want to see who exactly was.
Why? What happened? What happened though?
No, I mean, I was just like, I put it on, and it just made me think about, you know what I mean, like the way the Raiders and Carr was, and before the injury. This was the year of the injury. We had so much potential, man. It was crazy.
I thought we would have went far, but we had a pretty solid defense then. All right, defense then. Yeah, we was clicking though. The thing was, we was on a hot streak.
Okay, there was Holton. Let me see real quick. Rosters and players. I think it was Murphy. I'm looking up the roster right now.
Yeah, Lewis Murphy was on the team then.
Actually, no. Actually, it wasn't. Murphy wasn't on the team. Let me see. Receivers. It was Crabtree, Andre Holmes. It was fucking Holmes. It was Holmes, and we had Rivera at the time as a tight end as well. Clive Walker was there. No, Rivera wasn't there neither. Man, maybe I'm tripping. Dang. So, man, that was a totally different year.
Rivera was way before, bro.
Yeah, but Rivera was there with Holmes. I remember that. Rivera reminded me of my nephew. You look dead on like my nephew. You know what I mean? Holmes I thought he was underutilized, but we did have Crabtree. So Lewis Murphy was 18. So I was right. So did Moss and Andre Holmes. Okay, so that's where I got it confused, was Andre Holmes and
we didn't do shit with Randy Moss. We didn't do nothing with Randy Moss.
We didn't do shit with Randy Moss. Man, I'm gonna get to the chat real quick. We only got a couple people in here, man, but we're gonna chop it up, keep them pushing, man.
Bring them in.
Yeah. Lucky Raiders can't wait for the free agency and NFL draft. Let's get better, man. Let's go. I totally agree with you. Laura Rashid is in the building. Raider P, what up, says. What up, Low Gravy? Kind of cool knowing the Raiders are going to get the first 2 picks out of the top 40 players. Which 2? Yeah, that is. I've seen a lot of different people, you know what I mean, kind of on little shorts and everything like that. There's so many different ways we can go. I think I seen Mo Montans earlier, and he was talking about grabbing the cornerback and then grabbing
Moten,
man. I mean, bro, there's so many different content creators, bro, like that. I don't really know, and like you just got kind of glance at. You know what I mean? I try. The only reason I do that is because previous shit that's happened before with other content creators, but the main reason is because the main reason why I kind of really don't watch any other content creators, especially Raider content creators, is just due to the fact that I don't want anybody to say like, hey, I'm taking tips or I'm regurgitating something they said or plagiarism type shit.
Regurgitating.
Well, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it in a disrespect to anyone, because there's a lot of good fucking, content creators, Raider content creators at that.
I just give my own. I try not to. I listen to everything.
Oh yeah.
I listen to everything and everybody, no matter how stupid it sounds. But then I say, hey, look. Man. Tell myself. Sometimes I agree with it. It might be some dumb shit, and I agree with it. And then,
I can see that. There's
some good stuff, and I disagree with it. But we'll talk about that after you get done with the chat.
Yes, sir. Raider Paul, what up, bro? Paul, last time we were in the chat, man, we were having a good conversation. I don't forget about anybody, bro. I try to reach out to everybody and pull somebody up. But shout out Paul, bro.
Raider Paul been saying some crazy shit, bro. Some crazy shit.
Cider, what up, bro? Ronnie Grannon, what up, bro? What's the question? Oh no, we're just talking about. Maybe I'm a little lost. I said I was at that game versus the Colts when Carr got hurt. Oh shit, man, that was probably a horrible fucking Christmas for you guys, bro. That's just crazy.
Did you hear him cry too? Did you hear him cry and shit? I broke it.
It's broke.
Mama.
You know what a lot of people said? Nobody went to his side. Nobody went and tried to help him up. Not the offensive lineman. Nobody. Everyone was just like standing around him. And I think it was more along the lines of a shock. They're kind of like just shocked and like, fuck, there goes our season.
They probably thought he was going to get up because he was a tough dude,
Oh, yeah.
Tough dude. But,
then. Oh, shit. Hey, shout out Sean Johnson, man. Hopefully you're having a good one, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Sean, man, he sends me a bunch of good stuff, man. I appreciate you, dog. For real, I do. Cool Kev in the building. What up, bro? Salute to you, man. Alrighty, what up? Yo, what up, fellas? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Raider P showing some love. You see, everyone in the cap space went up over $100 million in cap space, which is good. We can backload contracts. Cap is going to be up for next few years. It will level out. Yeah, for sure. Ronnie Grannon, Sanjeet's my favorite content creator. All right, Sanjeet's not too bad. I like his breakdowns. I remember Sanjeet when I was watching him. He was still in his car. When I first started seeing Sanjeet, he was in his car. So, you know what I mean? But yeah. 831 Raider, what up, bro? Salute to you. Myra, what up? Man, hey, you know what? Myra, if y'all don't know who Myra G is, she's one of the many people that are part of a group that I'm trying to remember what the group was called.
Black Hole Group or something like that.
Black Hole, yeah. The crew out of Oakland. Now, Myra, if you follow Myra at all on IG, Facebook, or whatever, whatnot, she is everywhere. She's taking pictures with Filthy Rich. She's the crew. Yeah, exactly. And they've all, Vegas this weekend. Yep. I see her flying all over the place, and
she's hella cool. She's hella cool, people. Just don't give her a whistle. Just don't give her a freaking whistle.
Yeah.
And then you'll be all right.
What happened with the whistle?
Because that's all I heard, man, for like 2 days is Myra blowing that damn whistle she had. Damn. I just hear her whistle, just turning around and shit. We hear in Fresno and shit. I was like,
yep. From the Bay.
It was cool kicking it with her. That was cool.
Yeah, if you ever run into Myra, man, she good people, man.
All them people, man. All them people.
Yeah, she took care of us when we went to well, I mean, it was kind of a last minute thing and stuff like that, but LA, she took care of us, and the crew took care of us. We tailgated with them, parked with them, man. It was a good time. They had lobster. It was crazy. So if you guys get a chance, they
get none of that shit.
Tails, all that, yeah. I was over there taking care of the homie and shit. So
I just have big old Chris next to me, all hot and breathing on me and shit. I don't think you. How come you don't like Zeus and all this shit? And I'm like, man, I was right.
You know why now?
I was right. Chris ain't ever told me back on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So cool cat. Myra Tortas Thursday. There you go. So salute to working in the off season. Hell yeah. Definitely, bro.
We're gonna do it again, Myra. Even better this next year, bro.
Yep.
We got a DJ. We got a DJ in the mix right here, bro. That DJ, what's up right here, bro?
Who? Man, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'll be able. You know, I would actually be able to take all my shit out there too.
Yeah, I know you guys got that truck, bro. I'll be with you.
Yep.
Drew said
I remember when Sanjeev played half a year of high school football on the bench. Ouch. Shout out Soul, bro. He's stupid. Blow the whistle too short. Yeah,
40,000. That's 40,000 subs right there, bro. I won't mess with that.
Yeah, shit. This is. Hey guys, I wonder if in free agency the NFL draft will be Brady, Spytech, and Pete Carroll's influence, or mostly Brady. What do you think? That's a good question, Lucky. We'll bring that back right now. Don't want to start a shit, but Carr, Stan from Fresno. Can't think of his name, but dude's a clown. Carr Stan from Weefy.
Wi-Fi, Willie.
Willard. That's old fucking Willard right there, bro.
He from Willie. Unfortunately, Willie's from Fresno.
Yeah, he is. Unfortunately, yeah.
But
we're
Carr's
from Fresno
not.
As well.
Carr's not from Fresno, bro.
Yeah,
so
he's from Bakersfield. Can't wait for the draft, huh?
We don't claim it.
Toxica Thursdays. Let's go. It says Low got residency at Chippendales in Vegas, bro. Hey, shit. Hey, I gotta get the money, bro. Gotta do whatever I gotta do. I know a guy that has 200 followers. All that he
play with yours.
All man. Does is play with
watching. So, what kind of homies you got, Lo?
So be coming out the woodwork with that shit, bro.
So,
Benny, what up? No, Benny. All right, man.
Wait, why you watching them for, bro? How you know that shit?
That's the thing.
How you know that shit? So you just got just
sitting there too much sometimes. Sometimes in our little group chat, bro, So knows too much.
Man, I said, like, you told me about that chat. I said, nah, I'm cool, bro.
He said reels.
Reels, you sub, though. You one of them 200,000. Don't lie.
All right. Shit.
You're a member too. You're a member.
Lucky was the first person that commented in the comments today, so I'm gonna go answer this question. You guys wondering if free agency and the NFL draft will be Brady Spytek and Pete Carroll influence, or mostly Brady? The way I'm looking at everything, my personal opinion, and the way I'm on the outside looking in, the influences are already obvious, evident with Brady. You know what I mean? He brought in Spytek. You know, he basically beat Carroll in the Super Bowl. He's seen what the team needed. He's seen his presence is already felt. So it's already going to be effective moving forward in the draft. You know what I mean? Just by the hires or how he had his hand involved, and what the reports are coming out saying that, you know, because he has a relationship with Spytek, you know, you hear the stories about him having a relationship with Sanders as well, but you know Sanders is not going to drop to 6. I think his imprint is already evident. Now, I think Spytek knows what we need. Now, as far as if it's going to affect the draft, he's going to pull the fucking trade. I think Brady and Spytek will pull a trade for a quarterback if they do that before the draft, like somebody big. I don't know who. But I personally think that Brady's already had a stamp on it. Now, whoever they decide to move forward with, I think it's going to be more Spytek as far as the draft is concerned. They're going to give him some breathing room to let him do what he got to do, and then I think that's pretty much where we're at. So,
I think it has to be Spytek, bro. It has to be. With the influence of Pete Carroll, you know, he's not. This is a waning. Obviously, this isn't a waiting game, bro. It's not. So he got a 3-year contract, so he has to win. They're doing this win now shit. So we got to start conditioning our mind onto this 3 years. You know, we get a quarterback that's going to be ready in 3 years. Then fine, let's go get a veteran. Let's go get a veteran right now. Mm-hmm. And then I don't give a shit how much money we got paid to dudes. You know what I mean? We got to pay to get those people, and we could get some on the cheap. We could get good ones on the cheap to help our. You know, I'm not in no hometown discount shit. I don't think that happens. Nah. I don't prove it deals. That shit don't happen. And it's like, hey man. Like today, man, I was just sitting around thinking. I was gonna tell you about it this morning, but it was early and shit. But it was like, I was like, man, what if we could do this Aaron Rodgers shit for 2 years? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And Aaron Rodgers is better than any free agent quarterback we could get. Aaron Rodgers is better than any quarterback that's in this draft and probably the next one. And they're. I don't know why or how I'm thinking this, but it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? And you know, the dude had 28 touchdowns and 11 picks or something in the last couple of games of the season or in the season, and it was a bad year for him, bro. If we could get something like that, bro, we'll be happy as fuck.
You know, a lot of people are shitting on Rodgers, bro. Like, they say he's a cancer to the team, so forth.
No, they let him do that. They let him do that at the Jets, bro. They let you. You think Pete Carroll and Tom Brady are gonna sit there and say, "Okay, you can pick anybody. Get your homie to play tight end. Get your homie to play wide receiver. Do this." Nah, bro, that ain't gonna work. They need a talent right off the bat. You done fucked up a team already, so you can't do it again.
Yeah, I don't see. Listen, but see, this is where it gets a little not necessarily uncomfortable, but you have to like start really looking at the shit. When he left Green Bay, why did he leave Green Bay? It wasn't because of the coaching. It wasn't because of anything else. He wanted more money. He didn't know the future was going to happen. He sees what they did to Devontae. Devontae, like, even respectfully, you know, Devontae, like, he was like sitting here like, hey, man, what about me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I've done everything you needed to. You know, I don't know what Aaron's going to do. I'll stick around, but you guys got to take care of me. So the organization had to be responsible for that, right? Also, if you look at historically, the Jets keep on getting number 1 draft picks, right? Because historically they suck. When was the last time they've actually been actually good?
And
you see what I'm saying?
That,
yeah.
And then with Brady, with Rodgers, when he started playing pretty good at the end of the season, they were good. They're still winning games, bro.
Yeah. So for me, like, I don't see Aaron Rodgers becoming a problem. That's the thing. That's just me. I would definitely kick the tires on Aaron Rodgers if we're gonna go to kick the tires on fucking Carr.
Oh hell no.
But what I'm saying is though, like, the names are coming up, and it's like the narrative. It just is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you really look at who is their offensive coordinator, probably somebody that they didn't know, somebody he didn't know.
It was that Henry, or that one guy that he wanted. The guy that he wanted, the guy that was coaching at Denver for a minute.
Okay, well,
he's the one that took over, and then Salah got fired. Then he got gone, and then he got general manager gone. They just all jacked up. What up, Gabe? Gabe is in the house.
Let's go.
But I think it's obviously. He wasn't comfortable there. They're not comfortable with him. They're gonna cut him, and they're still gonna have to pay the dude. So
yeah,
that's gonna be like a Justin Fields situation, or what's it called, a Wilson situation.
Well, this is the way I'm looking at it. Like this. All right, you got Chip Kelly. You know what I mean? You got Pete Carroll. I'm pretty sure he respects these guys. I don't think Aaron Rodgers was even in the really wanting to even be there with the whole solid thing going on or whatever, whatnot. But I mean, they paid him the most money. They still owe him money. You know what I mean? He's not like unserviceable like a Deshaun Watson. You know what I mean? I don't. It seems like a smart move. You know what I mean? Because they were giving everything to Aaron Rodgers, like you said. Pete, Brady, Spytek, shut up. You're going to come play the game. We don't need you to do this. We don't need you to do that. You're going to fucking learn this game, and you're going to play the game. You're going to get your one last shot. We're going to put some good players around you. You got a good core. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, Aaron Rodgers, even though he won 1 Super Bowl, what has he done since? Lose to the Niners in fucking historic fashion? Like every fucking time he got a chance to, you know what I mean? It's like, I see that it will turn it around to a point to where we might have a winning season with Aaron Rodgers, but I don't see us going anywhere else. The only way that he's gonna win if he came to us, the only way he's gonna win the AFC is if fucking Mahomes gets hurt. That's the only way. That's the only way I see him winning the.
Gabe,
we can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Gabe fixing his mic.
Yeah. Is it off? Is it off?
Get your shit right, Gabe.
On a vet minimum work, he'll actually respect you. And like there you go.
That's getting paid by the Jets.
Yeah,
he's getting paid by the Jets. But either way, bro, we could say, what whoop about Rodgers, but he's better than anybody we could get, and he's better than any free agent that's out there, bro. Okay, we trade for Stafford. We're gonna lose inventory. You know what I mean? You're gonna lose inventory to do that. So it's just not. We got more problems. But see, I think the Brady and Rodgers are mix. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll mix good. So
Brady, Rodgers, and Carroll. That's like
that's money. It sounds like money right there, bro.
It does. And this is the thing that I hope somebody has said this about the Raiders, right? You don't smell weed in the stadium anymore. You do a little bit. There's just like certain things you don't have like in Oakland, right? But in Vegas, Vegas has this thing where it's like it was also known for people to come in and do their farewell tour, right? I don't want it to be that, but the way we're looking, with moving everything forward, if we have to go get a vet at this moment, no matter what, we have to get a vet. So we're all looking towards somebody that has experience, that respects the head coach, that you have a veteran, offensive coordinator that's not looking to be more than anything else besides an offensive coordinator, because that's exactly what he stated. Mm-hmm. I'm good at where I'm at. You give him somebody and then build somebody behind him, bro, there's nothing wrong with it. Brady at this point, if the Jets would have actually got like a good quarterback and he would have guided them into something like he guided fucking Love, like he was supposed to do, like as other people did in front of him, even when he fucking sat back, kept his mouth fucking shut behind Favre. You see what I'm saying? There's a rite of passage here, and the rite of passage is coming from great organizations like Green Bay. So if you get somebody that knows that and is going to be able to do that, look, man, we need 2 years out of you.
That's it.
You know what I mean? We need your last 2 solid years, bro. This is my last hurrah. Let's fucking get it going.
Let's go.
All right, but you're going to be here on this day. You're not going to sit back, fuck around, none of that shit.
What you think, Gabe?
Vince, yeah, okay. Go ahead, Gabe.
I would just say this, like, okay, if I'm not, I was kind of like, I was just going to ask earlier when you were saying, like, you see Rodgers could come in and say maybe get us to the playoffs or something like that, but that's about it. Like, but what are the expectations for next year? You know what I mean? Like, if I would consider that a success, to be honest. Like, even have a chance at the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, do I want Rodgers? I'm not too sure, because I think there's better options. But I mean, I do agree with you on, like, if it could come at a vet minimum and that type of shit, where all that money, it maybe might be like the best situation we could be in, because we could still draft someone, like you said, and maybe learn under him. But does Rodgers, like you say, like with the respect shit, like with Pete, does Rodgers respect anybody?
I don't know. But damn good quarterback, bro, and that's what we need.
I know, I understand that, but it's like at this point of age, it's like I get, like, he was a great quarterback. Can he maybe last year he started off really slow. He got a little bit better throughout the year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think he got better especially at the end of the year. But like, does he at this point of his age, like, he's already gonna retire one more year, and like, is he really going to be like a guy that's going to be like that's going to be held accountable for everything, or him actually holding himself accountable at this point of his career? Like, he's never have really, you know what I mean, to be honest. And like, I get the good at quarterback and all that shit, but like, I think he's lost for a few steps there, you know what I mean? And like, can he get maybe back to the like better than what we have now? I mean, that's not hard, I think, but like, I don't know about, like, it's just at this point of age. Like, I was thinking about it the other day too, when they first said the news, like, Rodgers can make sense if you bring him in, like you said, vet minimum and all of that shit. But it's just, like, what he did with the Jets last year, like, that whole situation over there, and then, like, you know what I mean, him and the owner not getting along, him, how he kind of, like, has always kind of been like the type of guy that's questions what moves are being made and shit like that if it's not to his liking. You know what I mean? He'll make it known. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know if we need that on this team right now. That's all I'm saying. But he could be a good situation. He could be, like, other than like those things, like off the field type shit, he could be a fucking, like, a circus too in itself. You know what I mean? With all the political shit, him and Ryan Clark, and him and doing ayahuasca and all of this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
but see,
looks like he's even trying to go in Brett Favre's fucking shoes. Like, he left the Green Bay, went to the Jets. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the fucking Vikings in the offseason.
Probably, bro. I'm just saying, bro. See, we're not a team, Lo. Check this out, Lo. We ain't a team to bitch about. We've been dysfunctional for 20-something years, bro. And then we're bitching about a guy, he ain't gonna be good in the locker room, he's stubborn, this and that. Maybe we need that shit. Maybe we need his attitude in our locker room, bro. Maybe we need some of this. I don't give a fuck about shit. Let's go win. You know what I mean? All this pussy.
Is that in his mind? Because that didn't look like what was on his mind last year.
I'll take almost 30 touchdowns, bro, from a quarterback.
It's just
come on, man.
And he made a lot of mistakes too, though, last year.
Man, our receivers
wasn't the same A-Rod. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't the same Aaron Rodgers. I didn't expect it though, coming off of an Achilles, and he is 1 year older. He did play a little bit better towards the end of the year, but
the end of the year, man.
I don't know, man. I think that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, like, I know you. I get you. Like, we can't be like they say, beggars can't be choosers, and you know what I mean. That's what we're basically in, almost that category right now. Right now, we're in need of players and all of this shit. But I will say, like, it's if we can't be picky about who we're choosing, but like if we're able to get one of those guys. But I'm just iffy about the one of those guys part with him right now. Like, is he really one of those guys right now still?
Dark, what up, bro?
You know what I mean?
So would you disagree with we got him? Would you guys be pissed off about it?
No. I wouldn't be pissed off. I would just be.
I would just know what it is.
About it. I would be skeptical still a little bit about it, just because it's like, you know, he wasn't the best last year. He is going to be hit 40 this year. You know what I mean? And I just, his attitude, like in the last couple of years, I get it. When you're winning, people tend to like put up with that type of attitude and all of that shit. But when you're like in a losing situation and shit like that, you can see it last year, like that stuff, that little stuff that maybe nobody really pays attention to when you're winning. It's like highlighted when you're losing. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Like, he was like, that shit was like really highlighted last year. Like, all the shit around, like basically everything was going off the field. You know, like people were making fun of him, how the reveal when Devontae Adams finally went over there. People, you know, has that shit as a meme. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? When he's, you know, it's just like, that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm just saying, are we expecting Rodgers of the old, or, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, is he even?
He's the best. He's 40 years old, and he turning out all these dudes. You know, Kirk Cousins and all these other man.
So look, I'm looking at his fucking games right here, right? Okay, against the Vikings, the Broncos, which scares me a little bit if he comes over, and the Bills is where he had his worst games. Most of his games, and those games are the games where he didn't score anything. And against the Broncos, still put up 225. Cardinals, he only put up 115. And what was the fourth one? And then the Bills, I believe he got hurt. He had 2 interceptions. So he's average. He put up 4,000 yards, 3,800. You know, as a guy that's the ayahuasca and the bullshit and the Devontae Adams and all that shit. Look, the situation, and then when did fucking Salah and him have fucking beef? 3rd game in? So that means that he didn't respect him at all. And then I think is like, he wanted to be more, bring everybody in. Like, I forgot who he brought. I don't think that's going to be the thing. It's like, bro, we're putting the team around you and you just figure it out. And if he doesn't want to do with it, Brady ain't got time to look bad. Neither does Spytek and neither does Carroll. And
that's why I think it's good for him, though, bro.
Right. You're going to come in.
We got Brady. I think it's good.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Brady can tell him, so look, man, stop all the fucking bullshit. We'll make sure that nobody asks you no fucking stupid ass questions. Keep your fucking mouth shut and just go play ball. Keep your mouth shut and go play ball. And I'm believing that there's a lot of that going on, especially with the way the NFL's coming out now. A lot of this shit is coming out. Remember Richard Incognito? All this shit that was going on. Yeah. Everyone's getting fucking sensitive. So what if this motherfucker does ayahuasca on the fucking weekends? Look at that, dude. Didn't Raleigh Fingers turn around and fucking pitch a no-hitter on fucking acid? What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
On fucking cocaine and Sherm, bro. Cocaine and Sherm. He still had a little bit. He still had a little bit on his mustache right here, bro. Rowdy Finger.
So regardless of whatever, I don't care what they do on the off season, as long as they're not killing motherfuckers and beating women. I don't give a fuck. Like, so what? Look, me personally learning about the whole acid and shrooms and all that shit. I did it for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sitting there like, oh, I'm fucking popping all fucking day long. Like, it was like more of a spiritual thing. So what if the motherfucker wants to be spiritual? This motherfucker's getting hit in the head a lot. Who gives a shit what he wants to do on the weekends? Who cares if he's like going out and doing like it? Man, it doesn't matter. All that doesn't matter. What we need as the Raiders and as a franchise, we need a veteran quarterback so we can maybe hang on till next year, draft a quarterback, teach a quarterback, and keep them moving. You know what I mean? Pete Carroll got 3 years. He's not going to sit around fucking waiting for this shit. He's not going to come in and say, you know what, guys? We're going to try to get the playoffs. No, fuck that. He wants to win the Super Bowl. He wants to win now, just like everybody else in the building, bro. So I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers is the answer, but yet at the same time, it wouldn't be a bad move. Completely.
We'll win more games with the bullshit we have right now, bro. Just on his. Ain't nobody saying that he lost it. Ain't nobody saying that he got older, but still, bro, he's up there with the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Dude, at 40 years old, chucking it. He still got the same velocity, the same accuracy, the same touchdown. He got 28 touchdowns, I believe.
Yeah,
and 11 picks. The dude we have starting got 20 touchdowns and 11 picks in 2 years.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers put up more yards than AOC and Minshew combined last year.
Hey, come on now, bro. And I bet you had more rushing yards than we had too with his old ass.
Still won how many games? That is true. But
look at the environment. Look at what he had, dude. He had coaching. We had a coaching team. We had a stable, a more jacked up coach than sideline, right? In this situation where the coordinator, he had the same situation as us. And in the division and the teams that he played at the end of the year, our quarterbacks had put up those numbers.
Well,
the stronghold of the Jets, was the defense. The defense let his ass down because he was scoring points. That badass defense that the Jets always have.
Like, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up the Jets.
I mean, they had a running game. They had receivers. They had, they picked up. I remember them picking up some guys.
They got Devontae, and they started scoring more touchdowns. But they had
Breece Hall. They have, they have a running game. It's like they're not like. It's just that they're not absent of it, and it's just I don't know. And then another big thing too is like he put himself in that situation. He wanted Hackett. Yeah. He's the one that wanted Hackett as offensive coordinator.
That might be the only thing. That might be the only thing, Gabe, that I think might be problems because I know that Chip Kelly's a stubborn motherfucker. I know he is. Because I've been on Zoom like where like a camp where he talks and stuff. And he'll tell dudes straight up, hey, listen to me, quit chomping your gum when I'm talking and shit, or something. He's like that. So I don't know if he's that way with his players, but as far as coaching and shit, I don't know if that might be an issue. But
I know that was one of the main reasons, like they like even hired Paul Hackett because it was a Rodgers thing. That was a Rodgers basically hired and that because he's the one that wanted Paul Hackett for him, and that was just like, and I just don't see, I see a clash right there too. Like that's a potential for sure clash, Kelly and Rodgers.
Yeah. Maybe I brought that out just because they're both stubborn people. But the thing is that he ain't gonna have that luxury of picking who he wants and shit. You know what I mean? I don't think they're gonna let him do that, bro. And,
he has no choice. Yeah, this is what it is. And
we're the type of organization to bring him in and do the Jet shit, or bring all your friends over, bring Lazard over, and all these sorry ass fucking receivers, and then say, hey, look, these are my friends. I want this dude. Nah, bro, that ain't gonna happen, man. We ain't gonna be the Jets.
What I like about Carroll, though. What I like about Carroll though is that even if he does bring guys from his former regime or whatever it is, there's still guys that we should want on this team too, like a DK, like you know what I mean, like those type of guys, like like I think those are still guys that you would want on this team, like former guys from because Pete Carroll, regardless of he knows. I think he knows talent, especially at the college level. Or he hasn't been like absent of the game for more than a year. You know what I mean? So it's like he still knows the players in here, and I think the players that even played for him, prior in Seattle and shit like that, like it's not. I think it's not the same situation, like where, you know what I mean, like that, like it was. I think with when we had Telesco, not Telesco, like Ziegler and them over here, and then. You know what I mean? Bringing Patriots and shit like that. You know what I mean? Bringing Patriots and all of that shit over here. And former Patriots is just was like, I know that's the reason why I think we're turned off, like with guys that are like, why are we gonna bring in like their former guys? I think that at the end of the day though, like I know it didn't work out with bringing former Patriots, but like when. I think it's smart to bring in guys that are familiar with your situation. You know what I mean? Like if you know what I mean, because it's a smaller of a learning curve. You know what I mean? Like to learn all the stuff on the offense or on defense. Vice versa. Like it doesn't matter what it is. I just think it's always good to bring in somebody that's familiar with the system, or like that's why I'm saying, like if Chip Kelly brings in guys that are like if he brings in guys that are like. That know his system from former guys, or like, you know what I mean, that have played in, you know what I mean, at UCLA or something like that. That's why I think he brought in Kyle Phillips. You know what I mean, like that already. That was the first time with the wide receiver, because he knows that guy. You know what I mean, how he played for him at what he meant for him on that UCLA offense or whatever like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's I think that like it works out a lot of times more than none. Like you see certain players go to ex-coaches, and then they're they get a game back because they were losing it for a little bit or something like that, and then they get back with that old coach or something like that, and it brings a little bit out of them again. So it's like
fire back. They get that fire back, bro,
because they're familiar, and that coach knows what situations to put them in. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna put them in like on a third down. You know what I mean? And try to run in between the tackles where this guy's not known for him running in between the tackles. You know what I mean? Or like he's not gonna put you in situations because I think he's more familiar with your game.
So, like, okay, I'm looking at the scores right now. All right. Excuse me. San Francisco put up 32 against that defense. Tennessee put up 17. New England put up 3. Denver put up 9, and they lost. Minnesota put up 23. Buffalo put up 23. Pittsburgh put up 30-7 on this good defense.
Damn.
Yeah. New England put up and they lost against New England again. They won against New England first time, and then the defense put up 25. Houston put up 21. Arizona put up 31 on this defense. All right. But he's not answering back. On that game, for example, that was probably one of the worst games that he had. They only had 6 points. He couldn't get shit going. Indianapolis beat him by 1, 28 points. Seattle beat him by 5. That's another 5 points, 26 points. Miami, 32 points on this so-called great defense with Salah and whatever, and all these different guys on it, right? Jacksonville put up 32 points. All right. The Rams beat them by 10. It was 19-9. Buffalo, and they lost 40 points to 14. Miami
defense wasn't as dope as everybody thought it was.
I apologize. They won against Jacksonville. They had 32. Jacksonville had 25.
But so how many wins they get? How many wins did Jets have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Yep. 8 if you count the preseason.
And that's a bad team. That was bad.
See, Chris,
I wouldn't be mad if they brought him. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he comes over and we are like a 4 or 5 win team too. Still, I just wouldn't be surprised just because he can like be on the downhill of his career. Like he could really be on the downhill. Like that can very well happen. Like, and then with this team too, you know what I mean? If we don't like improve the roster enough to where it's like, you know what, it's gonna get him. It's just, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be mad though. I wouldn't be mad because his ceiling too could also be, if he is anything from what he was 2 years ago, that obviously is going to get us a lot of wins. I think that will get us a
A
lot of
few
wins.
years
but-
ago, that's when he got injured. He went to the Jets, got paid all that money, fucking 4 plays in, done. Then
I'm
he
just saying I
figured-
wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad.
Well,
That's all
who
I'm saying.
then?
I wouldn't be
Okay,
mad, but
if it doesn't
I
happen,
also wouldn't be
Doesn't-
surprised if we're bad this year too. Like I'm like in the middle. Like I wouldn't be
Ooh.
mad, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we're still bad this year because like his game takes another step down. You know what I mean? If
I
his
would
game
rather
takes
have
another
an
step
old
down-
ass Rodgers than a rookie out there. If we throw a rookie out there, dude, unless he's like Jaden Daniels, what none of these guys are, then we're gonna be a 3-win, 2-win team.
Well,
I don't know, man.
let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. What's the percentage of rookie quarterbacks going to the playoffs?
Right now, it's kind of high in the last couple of years.
Well,
But
you
overall,
really
bro.
can't gauge that, bro, because you got to see like
I think it's because you can't really say overall though, because I think before it was really like even if I could tell you like before, even if 30 coaches thought they were gonna be like believe that this guy could start day one, you were almost never going. It was almost never likely you were gonna start day one as coming in as a rookie. Almost never. Even if the team almost thought that you were probably better than the starting guy, like you almost were never going to start. Like if there were 2 quarterbacks on the roster. Like nowadays though, like I think it's just more common. So I think it's like that's why, and the game's different. So it's like I just think it's a lot different. It's like since all the rules changes and all of that shit, it's totally different. Like I think when you look at it really, like you can only really gauge it from like what 2015 to now, like the last decade, where actually quarterbacks were actually rookie quarterbacks got a chance coming in year one.
Okay. All right.
But we're talking, you're talking about top-notch quarterbacks, bro. You're not talking a team reaching, for everybody's all high on Bo Nix, dude. Bo Nix wouldn't have been what he was, dude. If he played, the Raiders picked him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It was showing right here. Oh no, I'm tripping. So he's saying
the Raiders got Bo Nix. He wouldn't be Bo Nix like he is at Denver.
Yeah. For the championship game, Ben Roethlisberger, Mark Sanchez, Brock Purdy.
It's just recently you see it now. Like it's more. I think more quarterbacks are more ready. You see it happening almost year after year, where at least the rookie quarterbacks get into the playoffs.
Yeah, that is true. So it shows right here.
I'm ready to start him right now. Gabe. These quarterbacks right here are far from ready to start him, bro.
That's what a lot of people were saying about a couple of quarterbacks like last year. People were saying that same shit about Bo Nix. He wasn't ready, and he wasn't going to be.
But the situation he went into, perfect for him, bro. Perfect.
Was it though? Because people were still saying if Sean Payton's still that same guy, because his offense sucked the year before. You know what I mean? So it's like
what they needed a quarterback.
I think exactly, and that's what I'm saying. They needed a quarterback, and a lot of people thought that wasn't the quarterback they needed, and it proved to be that it was. You know what I mean? He actually got them to the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. It's like we could sit here and say that none of these guys look like any of those guys, but Bo Nix. If you put Bo Nix right now and Shador, like if you put them in the same draft class I'm not saying not looking at it now that Bo Nix made it to the playoffs. If you were getting their college careers and all of that shit, or like off the prospect of them, like if they're both going into this draft, you're still taking Shador or probably Cam Ward before Bo Nix.
Yeah.
And I'm saying now that he took his team to the playoffs in the NFL, probably that's not possible. There's no way that's going to be possible. Like you're not going to take probably any of those 2 quarterbacks before him now. But I'm saying if they were both going into the actual like draft, if it was just them 3 quarterbacks like as the prospects in the 3rd round, he still probably would be picked last out of those 3 guys. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I know one rookie in the NFL. I know one rookie that made the playoffs.
Who?
Connor Cook.
Oh shit! Yeah, he did play that year, huh? That was fucked up. That
You
was
got
fucked
Jaden
up.
Daniels too. You got C.J. Stroud too.
Jaden, Bo,
Bo.
Jaden, Bo, and last year and
C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud did it the year before.
CJ Stroud did
Did
it.
Mark Sanchez do it?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went to
I
the
mean,
AFC
playoffs.
Championship game.
Yeah.
But see, those quarterbacks to me,
Also
Those
Russell
quarterbacks to
Wilson,
me-
Robert Griffin the third.
those quarterbacks to me are better than what we see out there right now.
Was Russell Wilson better?
No, I was watching.
Yeah,
Russell
coming
Wilson,
in.
Russell,
I'm just saying,
Russell
coming
Wilson
in.
wasn't a first
Coming
round
into
pick.
the-
Russell
Right.
Wilson wasn't a first round pick.
That's
He
what I'm
wasn't-
saying. Like,
I'm saying
it's like,
rookie quarterbacks. I'm saying rookie quarterbacks.
I'm saying,
The height-
and
the
I'm
height
just saying
right
that
now
in
is
order to
pretty-
come
Alex,
in,
yeah, bro.
we could think that he's not ready, but there is some people who could think that some people do think he's ready. And what if he does come in and those people are actually right? You know what I mean? Like we could be like, I'm just saying, like he
Dak Prescott too.
it's far from I think like a clear picture with him or Cam Ward. Like they could very well be bust or whatever. Like I just don't think like they're putting in the work. I see them every day fucking working with each other at UNLV or whatever like that. Like they're putting in the work. You see that they're putting in the work. Like so it's like I don't know, man. And then some people might think that they're not ready, but there's also a lot of people who think they are. I mean, it's just who's right. You know what I mean? Who, at the end of the day, who's right? And like you said, the situation. If we get a bunch of players this offseason and, you know, guys that are like, that are going to be catered around those type of games, like a Cam Ward or that game, like who's to say that they can't succeed here? You know what I mean? Like we have a lot of money. And if we dedicate it to, I think, getting the right players around whatever quarterback we bring in, we can make it a good situation for them because we have the money to make it a good situation for them, even if that means maybe ignoring the defense or whatever, something like that. Like, I'm just saying, like, we have the money that if we are serious, we can build around this guy already. I mean, we could already, like, if we already know the type of guy that we have in mind or whatever like that, like, free agency's coming and we're the team with the second most money. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
are we going to dedicate that money to getting the offense better for whatever quarterback we bring in, or are we going to just, you know, balance it out or make it go strictly like a lot more to the defense? I mean, it's just it's going to be in March when free agency comes around. I think we're going to be able to tell what type of quarterback more even that we're going to be able to try to get, unless we come up with one during free agency. Like Sam Darnold.
I want these dudes. I want to see these dudes in the combine to convince me. I don't want to see them throwing with their homies at UNLV, bro. I want to see them in the combine with.
Oh yeah, of course. But I think that's what they're wrapping up for. That's what they're getting ready for.
That's that they ain't gonna participate, bro. What's up with that?
Well, none of them do.
Who's not participating?
I mean, I just think that there's a lot of guys that don't participate at the combine though. Like
you ain't that tight. You ain't that tight, bro. You need to participate. You ain't that tight. Not my book.
I don't know.
Not my book.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if there is teams and if they're getting word that there's teams that are willing to take them where they want to go, then they are that type to those teams. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, and it could actually hurt them if they go to the combine and throw bad. You know what I mean? They could turn those teams off on them. So like, I think if they already got the word in their ear that, or like a word around fucking the ownership and all of that shit, that they're almost a lock to be both of them in the top 5, then they could actually only hurt themselves by throwing out there. Now, if there were like Jackson Dart or Will Howard, where they could actually raise their stock, it's beneficial for them to go throw out there. It could actually, like, because Will Howard, to be honest, he's probably like a second-day pick regardless, or third-day pick regardless. Like, maybe if he has a great day at the combine, he can maybe make himself a legitimate second-day guy. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I would just say, like,
I ain't with that.
A lot of those guys are gonna want to go. A lot of those guys are gonna go off of fucking game tape and all of that shit anyway. You know what I mean? Because like they say, that's just the underwear Olympics, like they say. You know what I mean? Anyway, you know what I mean?
That's
it's
even
like,
worse, dude. Because these dudes ain't even got like 2-3 solid years of good tape, bro.
Well, I mean, okay. Let's get it straight. Let's get it straight about the two guys that are up there right now. Shador got a lot of tape, and so does Cam.
But doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't mean that
I
it's
didn't say that.
NFL caliber
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I did not say that at all. We all know that these two quarterbacks coming out, I think Cam has the advantage. The only reason why I say he has the advantage because I think he's more hungry. But there is some truth to the fact of what Shador was saying. You had a running game and you lost it. I had no running game. You lost it. You look at what Shador went through, no offensive line, no running game, still pushed his team to get to, where he needed to get to. You know what I'm saying? Cam had a full fucking squad. You know what I mean? He has a little bit better zip on the ball, but does he have touch? There's a lot of good things and it's more than just physical moving forward, especially in the quarterback position. You can be the most physically talented motherfucker and not really win. Look at fucking Richardson. Got a fucking cannon of an arm. You know what I mean? But he is not actually winning any games. He keeps getting injured. You know what I mean? So there's so many different factors that go into what we're moving forward looking at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Jackson Dart can't come out and just fucking blow the competition away. He can end up going to fucking Cincinnati. Joe Burrow go down and he goes and learns from a little bit from Joe Burrow. That's all I'm saying. There are so many different possibilities moving forward. We just got to find the right guy that's going to be a fit for this team and what the coach and the scheme is going to be. You know what I mean? So if we have to go get a Justin Fields and if Chip Kelly can actually do something with Justin Fields, regardless of all the bullshit that Chip Kelly says, don't chew gum. That's what I was talking about earlier about the whole Richie Incognito shit. Incognito didn't fucking do anything. He didn't fucking say nothing. It was all fucking bullying tactics. That's what they fucking said. He was bullying them and wanted to talk. He didn't fucking call him the N-word or any of that like that. He threw all that shit out there. So there's a lot of shit that we don't see as fans that we got to understand that goes on moving forward. Is Pete Carroll really going to come in and say, hey, we're going to leave it all to a fucking rookie? Hell no. Pete wants to win. So no matter what, whoever comes in, he's going to have his vet. We all got to get prepared because it could possibly be the vet that we don't want.
Cool. Well, any vet out there right now.
Well, a lot of
what I'm
saying is a lot. Some people say no to Rodgers, right? Some people are saying no to Carr. I think it would be dumb to you bring Carr in, right? I think it needs a whole different look, whatnot.
Who's a dumbass? Even legit people saying that, but people in the chat. That's where I only hear it at. I haven't heard one reliable person on any chat anything to bring back Derek Carr, bro.
Well, there's trade scenarios out there. Give him a 5th and 6 or whatever.
There's cocksuckers that love him so much that probably want him on the Raiders. But hell,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, bro. No matter
tired
what,
of losing. You tired of losing?
Yeah, of course. We're all fucking tired of losing. All I'm saying, bro,
bring back the biggest loser quarterback that we ever had. Go ahead and bring him right back, bro. He's gonna make. Oh, he's bad now. He's gonna make something happen. Fuck that, man.
Yeah.
That's our problem.
I agree with you on that.
That's
what I'm saying,
bro.
though. He is a veteran.
I don't give a shit what he is. He's a dead weight.
Hey, well, you figure if we bring back Derek Carr and or Aaron Rodgers, we get DA back, bro.
I don't want to think DA either.
I just think this veteran approach too also like doesn't really help. You know what I mean? Like it seems like the veteran shit is just going to make like I think O'Connell a little bit more popular though.
Yeah.
Because what's gonna happen is if the veteran starts struggling at all again, regardless of who it is, people are going to start saying AOC, regardless.
They gotta be out their goddamn mind game. Are they done seeing this bullshit, man?
That's what I'm saying. Like, are we done? I think I'm done of seeing the hope of trying to get one of these older guys and thinking that they're one of these young, that they're still their younger self.
Yeah. Only on Rodgers on a vet minimum. Lucky has a question. How would you feel about Russell? We talked a little bit about this before.
Wilson too. Bring in Russell Wilson too. Fuck it.
Because that's one thing I can tell you I am tired of. Like, I'm tired of bringing in these fucking guys.
Yeah.
I'm tired of bringing in these fucking guys.
But that's the situation that we're in as far as coaching, Gabe. The dude only has 3 years to do something. So he's not going to sit back and wait for Shedeur Sanders to blossom and be somebody that he ain't, that we hope he is. You know what I mean? We did that. How many times we did that a bunch of times already, bro? It's just like a fucking recycle quarterback.
We haven't picked a quarterback in the first round since Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. But we get hype on any quarterback we get. We get hype on any quarterback we get.
We've gotten plenty of veteran quarterbacks that haven't worked out though since Jamarcus Russell. But we haven't picked the first round quarterback since Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
That's our fault. That's our fault.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that's why I'm more tired of that part. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, I'd rather actually go with Shedeur Sanders than, like, as a rookie right now and try that out than hoping that we can, get the same Rodgers from 10 years ago.
I'd rather go proven than I don't know, dude. I'm not that high on Shedeur. I'm not that high on Shedeur. I've never been, so
I think personally, regardless of whatever moving forward, and looking at the staff that we got and the team that we're building, as far as, does anybody hear that?
Yeah, that was my medical call, bro. Sorry.
Okay. Nah, but I mean, if you really look at it, bro, the type of fucking mentality that we want to fucking do, Russell Wilson as a third round rookie that was undersized, went to Seattle, nobody was fucking happy with it. Look at what Pete Carroll did with that. I can see them managing a second round talent moving forward and getting a long-term, answer at offensive line, cornerback, running back. I don't know about running back. I don't know about long-term running back, but I wouldn't mind Genty as well. But if we're really looking at it, and if we turn around to have our eyes set on Milroe or Jackson Dart or even Howard, I have faith in this staff, in this team, and what they have done before to maybe basically redo that. You know what I mean? Recreate what they need to recreate with the team that they need. They need team players. I'm tired of this one guy that's going to change it all. Yes, we don't have that guy. AOC is not going to be that guy. We got to come to grips with that, no matter what.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
That's why we should just get rid of the dude and just say, look, that's the old shit. We ain't gonna wait for you. We ain't gonna wait for you to do something.
Yeah,
that you don't have to
get rid of him. We can't get rid of him until we have two quarterbacks that are better than him on this roster. Though,
do that this year. What?
Yeah, I mean that could very happen before trading camp, but I think they're not going to get rid of him until at least they have two better quarterbacks than him on the roster, because he still can very much work out for like a good backup. You know what I mean? Like a certain backup. You know what I mean? But it's like until they get at least those two guys on board, then I see AOC at least still being part of the picture, but not as a starting picture. Not the starting picture for sure.
Yeah,
better not be.
Yeah, and then Fields is looking to stay at Steelers, bro. So a lot of people, we got to get that out of our head that Fields is going to stick around.
So is Russ. So what is that like? Who are they going to have the money to pay for? You know what I mean? Like,
no, there was the report that I seen that Russ is out.
Well, Russ has been on record though already saying that that's his main priority. Like he wants to make it work in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Because when they asked him about it, about maybe being reunited with when they asked him about being reunited with Pete, like that was his answer. Like he's focused on returning to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
but I mean, obviously the organization could go in a different route, but I would tell it like the organization says it. Like I always fucking, you know what I mean? Like when they say, like the other day when they like the what's their names got rid of they let a couple of guys are actually already released them. You know what I mean? They've already released them before even free agency starts, because so they could get like so they could actually go out and test, see where their market is gonna be. You know what I mean? But like until I actually see like the Pittsburgh be like, you know what, we are gonna like and do him that favor or something. Because as a veteran, and like how he's pretty much, I haven't seen him say anything wrong in the media about Pittsburgh or be anything bad, be anything but good in like about with Pittsburgh or whatever like that. Like I wouldn't see why Pittsburgh wouldn't like let him at least go see what type of market he has. You know what I mean? If they are gonna release him, like that should happen before free agency. If that's gonna happen, like if there's no news, I can see them keeping Fields before. I mean, I can see them keeping Russ over Fields. Like if that happens, because so then why would they let him start out coming right off of injury? You know what I mean? When Fields was already winning. You know what I mean? Fields had a winning record.
Well, let's keep it a buck too. We are not the number one guys with the amount of money in the NFL right now with free agent money, you know, our cap space.
Patriots, right?
You got the Patriots.
They have a quarterback.
Nah.
They wasted the number 3 quarterback on May. They're not going anywhere. They're not going nowhere on quarterback.
They have to give him a chance. Their owner said that dude ain't going nowhere. Their owner said that he ain't going nowhere.
That's the number 3 pick. Drake May. Yeah, Drake
May that
at least for 2 more years, 3 more years. And then they'll make a decision on that shit. At least 2 years. But like, I don't see them not even. That's why I'm not even worried about them. That's why I'm not even worried about them picking in front of the Raiders, because that's one of the teams I can look at and be like, they're not picking a quarterback, so we don't have to worry about them. You know what I mean? Picking a quarterback if that's who we're going after. You know what I mean? That's all I'm like, because I don't see them going for quarterback for sure. And they have so many needs in other places to where I don't see them going quarterback. Not the Patriots.
They're worse than us.
Yeah.
But that's what
they
that's
what
I'm saying, man. We got to get out this average quarterback bullshit and start stepping our game. To me, I think Pittsburgh's gonna go pursue that Donald shit or Stafford.
Darnold.
Stafford is probably. I would be happy with Stafford, but.
Oh, I roll with Stafford.
Wilson as a bridge,
but we got to give up picks for him.
Yeah, they're projecting high picks for Stafford. Like I was on board if he only had 1 year left and they were willing to like take a mid-round pick for him or something like that. But they're looking for like 2nd round or higher with a player involved and shit like that. Like hell no. Like, I ain't doing that for Stafford. Like as much as I like Stafford and shit like that, like we need those draft picks. We need those high draft picks. And if it's not for anything in the middle rounds, nah.
He said we could get this Roger situation, and then use our money to beef up that old line to protect this dude. Man, and we could pick a good little young running back, man, to blow all these other fools out.
There's something, man. I just can't wait, bro. So in 7 days, that's when the combine starts, right? And then free agency is on the 14th or the 12th. 12th is tampering. So man, we still got a little ways to go and shit, but it's gonna be interesting, bro.
Real quick, we got Wilson the first day, so that was, I don't know, you know.
I'm still not off of. Like I know this always happens. I think in the middle of like when like quarterbacks are getting ready to be called and shit like that. Like there's these question marks. I think like, and I just go off of how were these guys being talked about during the year when they were actually playing. And Shador and Cam Ward were at the top of the board and everybody's like fucking board like while they were playing. Right now after the season, like people are starting to say this and that about him. Like, you know, there's certain GMs around the league now saying certain things, but that's all to me. It's all like, that's all mind games at the end of the day. Like I go off of where were they at during the year, and I still see, and I've been on since 2 years ago when Jaden Daniels was, you know, being shopped around and shit like that too. Like I'm like, we need to take a young quarterback, and that, like if we are, to me, like there's no, like if any of those 2 guys are available, like I don't care if there's fucking the best player in the draft available still too. Like I'm taking the quarterback.
Yeah. There's, I
At
mean,
six,
That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm taking the quarterback.
No
If
matter
Abdul
who's
Carter's there and Shador or Cam Ward's there, I'm taking the quarterback. If Travis Hunter's there and it's Shador or Cam Ward, I'm taking the quarterback. I'm taking the quarterback 100% of the time. That's just me though, because we're just in need of that. We're just in need of that, bro. Like to me, like that's our biggest need for years now, and I'm going to ride with that. Like because I just see success in these younger quarterbacks, regardless if they've had question marks. These guys are still being successful, and I don't know, man. I just quarterback for me.
all the free agent quarterbacks are average. What are you talking about, Arnie? You crazy, bro.
Or average. Only Ward, Sanders, and Moreau have upside. Everyone is backup or practice.
He meant the draft. He probably meant the
I mean,
draft.
I mean, free agency. They're not that many. They are a little bit mid.
You tell me that these dudes are better than Kirk Cousins. You tell me these dudes are better than Raj. These dudes are better than these dudes. Probably can't even be better than fucking Mariota, bro.
Obviously, you can't say that these rookies.
Kirk Cousins just got his job taken by a rookie last year.
Bro, these dudes are gonna come in as rookies, overhyped, and expected to be balling, and we're gonna say they suck next year.
Wait, he got his job taken by a rookie.
And then Michael Penix is gonna suck too, bro. Michael Penix is gonna suck too as soon as he gets.
And he's better than Kirk Cousins already.
Yeah. See, I mean, we got to keep it a buck, bro.
What we gonna do? Keep it a buck and say these dudes. We're overhyping these guys like we do all the time.
That's what I'm doing. I'm saying more. I think it's more the fact that we're holding on to 5 years ago, Cousins. 5 years ago, Rodgers. That's what I think we're doing more.
A-Rod ain't Garoppolo, dude. He ain't fucking Minshew. Come on, man.
I don't know, man. Like,
come on, man.
That's what we're hoping. I think that's what we're hoping.
28 touchdowns last year on a sorry ass team. I think that's
what we're hoping. How many of those times were we talking about those points were in garbage time though? When they were losing by 20 points, 30 points already to Buffalo. Or they were in a weak division.
You seen those games, Gabe? You seen them
one
play.
Team in that division made it to playoffs. Only Buffalo made it to the playoffs in that division. They were in a weak division.
Fucking dude.
They were in a weak division and won 5 games.
I'm gonna be upset in the draft. I know I am because I ain't gonna get.
Aaron Rodgers won 5 games and they were in one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And we won 4 games with 2 motherfuckers.
Yeah, and there was 3 playoff teams in our division though, not one.
And we lost to all of them. We lost to all of them. We lost to all of them twice.
And exactly.
With those fucking pussies.
The Jets.
With those pussies.
The Jets were supposed to get better with Devontae Adams. They stood the same. They won like one more game.
With that, bro. Let's go. Let's roll with AOC again. Fuck that motherfucker.
No, not AOC. Not AOC.
Damn, man. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Not Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, don't lose your shit, Rodgers, bro. Come on. We're almost out of here, bro.
I was like, I think last year was like, I think we dodged the bullet not getting out Aaron Rodgers actually, and I think right now I can't see getting Aaron Rodgers now. I think we dodged the bullet not getting Aaron Rodgers last year.
Yeah.
But look at what happened with him last year.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised Gravy is sticking up for the old man Rodgers. Gravy wants the older car.
That's the best option we got this Shador Sanders. That's the best option we got this Shador Sanders.
I don't know, man.
If we get Rodgers, I tell you what, if this shit happens, bro,
Rodgers,
and then we gonna go in later rounds and get one of them quarterbacks in the later rounds, if that. Then we're gonna get the best player out there. The best player out there is you got a bunch of teams that need quarterbacks, right? And we're one of them. So obviously they're gonna say we're gonna get Shador Sanders. But we need a guy like Mason Graham too. We need a guy like Abdul Carter too. We need a guy like the offensive tackle. We need an offensive guard, not picking that high. We need a cornerback. We need all this shit, and we're gonna depend on this rookie quarterback to save our season and shit.
Yeah.
But we do not need any of those one positions more than we need a quarterback though.
Exactly,
is
Gabe.
true.
But get one and the free agency. Look, how pissed off are we gonna be if the coaching situation is up again, Gabe? This dude, don't you like the situation that the dude needs to win now? He wants to win right now. I like that situation. I like that
And
situation.
I don't
But
see
with Shadur Sanders, you're
winning
not gonna
right
do
now. I don't see us with winning right now with Rodgers though. I don't see that. Like you can see that, and that, I mean that very well be the case. But I don't see us winning with Rodgers right now.
Better. We'll be better.
I don't believe that though. I don't believe that. I don't really believe that. Like because these guys are not what they were. Not like Cousins, Rodgers, even Russell Wilson. You seen at the end of last year. None of these guys who I think are older are what they used to be. Like that's, and I think I'm more tired of that going to try to go make that work out than actually going to go pick a guy for that we could depend on maybe for the next 2-3 years at least. You know, just have hope in the next 2-3 years. Because Rodgers comes and he starts off 1-3, and that's basically the hope for the next 2-3 years. Because again, we're gonna be right back in square one. At least if we get a quarterback that's in the first round, he starts off a little bit bad and he starts picking it up. You still got hope because he's a first round pick and he's projecting or whatever like that. I just don't see Rodgers coming in here and being the savior. So what you would call it.
So I hope you don't come to the Raiders, bro. I'll be Rodgered out, bro.
There's 3 quarterbacks right now that I think will actually serve purpose. And a lot of people are not gonna like this. All right.
Don't do it.
Tyler Heineke.
Don't say some stupid shit because I'm gonna lose my shit, bro. If you start saying
Tyler Heineke, listen. Tyler Heineke, you got Jared Stidham. We also got Trey Lance, bro. Already.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You're making it worse, man.
I honestly think I know Spike Tech. I think Spike
Wentz.
Tech is smart, dog. I think smart.
Yeah.
I think he knows that in order to have longevity at the fucking GM position, because he already sees what happened to a guy with experience and all the experience that you could have, just get fired after 1 year. His predecessor, basically, in Telesco. Like, I know he knows he needs to bring in a fucking high caliber quarterback in here.
Yeah.
He knows he needs to fix that. I know he has that as. I could probably go out on a limb and say that he knows that that's the most important position that he needs to fill in this offseason and for the future. That's why I don't see Rodgers being that option, just because that's a quick fix, and I don't see him wanting a quick fix.
The only thing
Not
that
for his longevity as a GM.
sense, and the only thing that actually makes sense, but if he would at least won one game in the playoffs, it would have changed everything, would be Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is basically on his fucking revive career. He's 27 years old. You know what I mean? He's about to be 28. Him with a 3-year contract with fucking Pete Carroll. The possibilities were endless. If he would have at least won one playoff game, I would have said, all right. But nah. The last couple games going into the playoffs, bro, they looked like shit. He looked shook. I don't know if
they
he
like shit, bro. They're the number 1 seed, bro. They get.
I don't care, but he played like shit regardless of whatever. And the last couple games, gravy. Listen, I'll give him the shot of the number 1 seed. They worked their ass off, but we all know that the last games of the seasons are the ones that you play for. You can have a fucking 8-8 or 9-8 season, and then the last games of the season, that's where we fucking win. And that's where you need your quarterback and your core players to be on the fucking field, right? Sam Darnold on that last game wasn't nowhere to be found, bro. He was a ghost. Even the game prior to that, before they sat his ass, he was a fucking ghost. So what I'm trying to get at is that in a matter of 4 weeks, he played like shit. So if he would have won that, at least one playoff game, then we'd be talking about something totally different. But Sam Darnold is not going to be the answer. That's what makes sense because of the way he played for one season.
I don't want Sam Darnold. I don't want Sam Darnold.
I don't
I'll tell you this. I'll give him my left nut to be 9-8. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. But see, that's the thing. Like, I agree with you, Alex. 40 to $45 million for that. For the wins,
I'm not with
what
that.
we need is wins in the postseason. That's what we need. We need. It doesn't matter about the stats all year long.
We need to win a game in our division. That's what we need to do.
If his QBR is 80, average like 81. But if he gets the wins,
like if we, I just see like as a GM, like if I was just in my shoes, like if I was Spytech and I wanted to like prolong any of my career, though, like. I think you have more of a chance. You have more of a chance to do that with a draft pick, that because you're able to kind of like grow with them. You have more leeway. You have a little bit of leeway through the growing pains type shit bullshit. If you go sign Rodgers and that don't work out, you can be out of here by half of the season.
Played bad them 2 games. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like,
right. But so I agree with you. The whole team played bad the last 2 games. Of course, but they already clinched. So that's the thing, though. So I can give them the last game that they actually lost going into it. It was just that. I get that part. You know what I mean? Because they had sat a lot of players. So I get that part. But the game prior to that, and then the fucking 2 weeks off or the week off. So that's what in a month time the whole team play like shit. Now the thing is, though, he's supposed to be that leader. The quarterback is supposed to be the leader, right? So the quarterback is supposed to be like, I got this. Follow me. Let's fucking roll. Sam Darnold actually didn't show that. That's the bigger thing. So that's where I'm saying if he would at least won one playoff game, then we'd be having a totally different conversation. Be like, is he worth the 40? But I'm not paying him $40 million, $45 million for a guy that's only had one good season. I'm cool. That was a backup for the Niners and got cut. No, I can't do it. It doesn't make sense to me. Tom Brady is our real GM. Spytech is just a yes man. Brady wants Kyle Trask and Shador Sanders.
I could see that. I mean, like he has been supposed to be the guy that's big influence or whatever like that, and I could see Tom Brady overruling all of that shit, though.
Yeah.
So you don't think Tom? You don't think Tom Brady gonna say, "Hey man, they got that dude." Aaron Rodgers out there, man. What's up? He's my homie. Bring him in. He's the best
Tom
quarterback.
Brady, I've never seen Tom Brady. To be honest, I've never heard of Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers.
Anything good? Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
I bet you. But they be his homie. I don't give a shit. They'll do something. Work it out.
I can see Brady being like, "This fool ain't me. He ain't gonna come."
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But the thing is,
that's what I'm saying. I can see Brady being like, "This 40-year-old ain't me. I'm the only one to do it at 40. I ain't gonna go get him."
Yeah.
Who is fucking Kyle Trask? Who the fuck is that?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Why does Arnie keep saying that?
So, okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Against the Lions, he had 166 yards. The game against the Rams, he went 245, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown. He had a 76 rating as far as the last 2 games. The Packers, December 29th was the last time that he had a good fucking game. And that was going to be 3-1. We're talking about Sam Darnold. Against the Packers, Sam Darnold, December 29th, 3 touchdowns. Damn.
He had a game with like 6 touchdowns. That.
5 touchdowns against the Falcons. Yeah,
I ain't with Donald though. You need guys with Donald bringing them in and shit. I'm not with that.
No,
I'm not with
it's a lot of money, man.
No,
that's a commitment right there, bro.
And that's another way you can get yourself kind of fired, kind of way too, because you go pay him, you make a big investment in him, and that starts off bad too. Then that could get yourself out here too. That's why I'm saying the safest bet, I think, for me as if that was the GM and that's his first move, like that's like you can still be. I mean, obviously, if you pick the first number 1 pick and he don't touch the field the first fucking whole year, or he's not ready the whole year and all of this shit. Yeah, you could be yourself in that same situation. But like, I think if you pick a quarterback early or whatever you pick early, and they win any more games than last year, which is not a lot, then you're already on I think you're already in a lot of people's good races. Maybe not everybody's, because that's not everybody's expectation, but you're already in a lot of. I think that's the ceiling is not that high if you pick a guy. So now, if you get a guy with like Rodgers, I think that's telling a lot of people because a lot of people just look at the name. You know, people are just going to look at the name in the back of the jersey and they're going to be like, okay, you want to go get Rodgers, you want to go pay, or you want to go get Darnold and pay this guy a lot of money. They're only going to look at that part. You know what I mean? And if they don't work out, you can get yourself in hot water quick.
Yeah, I would take Darnold. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't say no. I mean, but that's a lot of money, bro, for a guy that's been in the league since 2018 with the Jets 3 years, Panthers 2 years, Niners for 1 year. And he's 98, 68. He averages his total yards of 16,000. By far, the Vikings is probably the best fucking season he's had. And that was basically by far.
That's gonna be a lot of people's fucking best year by far now because there's like they said, I think he's the first quarterback in Minnesota history to ever pass for 4,000 yards.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? Like the Bears have never even had a guy pass for 4,000 yards. You know what I mean? So
and he didn't even beat out a rookie in training camp.
There you go. So that comes down to team, scheme, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Plus, they had a good running game. Also, they had a good offensive line. They also had good receivers. I mean, come on, man. I mean, and I'm not saying that he's not a journeyman and can't be successful, but I don't see Darnold fitting with the only tie that you have to Darnold and fucking Pete Carroll is that they both were, one was an SC coach and one was an SC quarterback. That's it. And that could be just enough. And I said that to you, Gravy, and when you're like, I don't want to hear this SC shit.
I don't want to hear that USC shit, bro. Ain't no good USC quarterbacks, bro, ever. Don't get them. Never.
What about not even Carson?
Fuck Carson Palmer, too. What did he do?
Caleb Williams?
What did he do?
Fuck with you. Look, Brady.
At least we can say, Derek Carr, he did all right. He did all right.
Round draft pick. Yeah. There's a lot. See, look, there's a lot, not an undertone, but there's like a huge story with the Raiders right now. A coach that took off, oldest coach in the league, Brady's first year as basically a GM. You know what I mean? Coming into a team that's really, really needed a quarterback. There's a lot of room for anybody from the 5th round to the to undrafted that can come in and fucking do some crazy shit. There's a lot, but it comes down to what coach has been talking about: coaching. Bad coaching gives good players bad plays, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So even with Sam Darnold, they're saying that the coach. So was arguing the fact that you basically, you know what I mean, he was getting bad play calls, right? And the running game wasn't working. So in order for them to have a great season, they needed that running game, and they needed the passing game, and they needed that scheme. That's what we're looking at. Bottom line. We need it all. But
Carson Palmer has a playoff win.
He has one
Carr
playoff
never
win.
had one.
Oh, yeah.
Carr never had one. Carson has a playoff
There
win.
you go, bro. You got one up on me, man.
But we need a lot.
Hey, but David Carr has a Super Bowl. What's up?
Yep, there you go.
David Carr didn't play at Fresno State.
Yeah, he did.
David Carr, yeah, he did. He retired.
David Carr got a Super Bowl. I don't care if he played or not.
But he didn't play that whole damn season when they won the Super Bowl.
It's a ring, baby. It's a ring.
Got more than any USC guy.
Yep.
Carson Palmer went to the NFC Championship.
Kill is a kill.
As a starter.
Yeah. Canada just won. Oh shit, I don't want to hear that shit for real. Fields plus Shador. Oh shit, that would be crazy. 14 wins. You need your whole team to perform in the playoffs. But so you and I, man, we be talking gang of shit too, but we all fucking know. We need a fucking somebody to throw the ball. Booger McFarlane ain't gonna do it. Fucking AOC's not gonna do it. Aaron Rodgers could possibly do it. There's a lot of possibility, bro. So I'm just excited just because it's gonna be a different team. Our defense might even look different. There's a lot of crazy shit that's gonna happen, bro. And I'm just excited for it. Says
Nah,
we need this
defense.
offense.
No, we
Defense.
ain't got a lot of problems with defense, bro. We just got to patch these dudes up that we need.
It says all we need is offense, defense, and special teams.
Good job, Vince. I was just about ready to say that, bro. Nah, we ain't that. But
Nah,
you look at it,
so.
bro. You look at it general. You look at it at the roster. We don't need to sign all these guys. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the good ones we need to sign.
Yeah.
And we have our different opinions on that, but man,
Hey, I just like Khalil Mack said he's willing to come back, dog.
you know what, man? I'm starting to think different now about Khalil Mack coming over here because Khalil Mack is better than Kuntz, and Khalil Mack is better than Chase on. So
He says he's willing to come back.
See, check it out. So when I was talking about the game that I got going on right now is the fucking 2016 game with Carr and where
Khalil Mack was on there. Khalil Mack was there.
Khalil Mack was on there. So that's where I was kind of going with it. I kind of like I've been seeing the fucking Mack thing, bro. Look, I would not be mad at him to come play the Bruce Irvin position to fucking, you got Bruce Irvin and then you get fucking who was over there with him? The other defensive end? That was pretty dope. Was Seattle?
Khalil Mack.
No. Well, so he'd be fucking Batman to Robin, Robin to Batman, whatever. You know what I mean? He'd be part of the Avengers on that offensive line, that defensive line, bro. I'm not gonna be mad if Mac pulls up, bro. I wouldn't mind Mac. That's when we were talking about bringing old players back. That is probably the only old player that I would want to bring back right now.
But it wasn't. Gruden got rid of him, so he didn't leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't leave. He just didn't show up for work and wanted more money. Everybody was getting paid, bro, except for him. So yeah, he just
Mac
said, "All right,
wants
bye."
to come back because he heard how much money we got in the salary. Fuck him, nah.
Probably
He wasn't even being negotiated with.
Yeah, he was. From my understanding and from what I've read or thought I heard, was that they didn't even conversate.
Yeah.
They had not one conversation, not one. And
I don't think it's all Gruden's fault. I don't think it was all Gruden's fault. I think it was on both of their part. That's a pride type thing, you know what I mean? And I just think that him being the new guy and then so Gruden feeling like he didn't need to answer to nobody, which at the end of the day, he's a coach, brand new coach. He didn't really need to. He was trying to set a tone, I think, in the locker room. And then on the players' part, you have first guy to ever be all pro at two different positions.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the time, probably considered the best defensive end. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think they both had like a pride thing, you know what I mean? And it ended up being, Gruden saying, fuck it, I'm trading you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's as of right now, that's the only player that I would take as far as bringing back. Carr, I'm cool. I think Mac will probably be best. I think Mac will probably be best for this whole organization. Then you can turn around because people are whether they're trying to give Kuntz like what are they talking about, 20 mil a year, some shit like that after a bad fucking non-contact injury and stuff like that. That's crazy.
And that's like the deepest position I think in free agency, dog. Yeah. I don't see where
and in the draft.
I don't see the benefit in re-signing Kuntz for all of that money when there's so many guys available, so many guys in the draft, so many guys in free agency. You know what I mean? Like, I just think a guy that's you could probably, I wouldn't say Chase out probably doesn't have the same ceiling maybe as Kuntz, but as far as the impact that he gave us last year, like the ceiling, the impact that Chase on had last year from when he got here and played for the rest of the year, he was not too far off of what Kuntz's best 8 games were. Kuntz's best 8 games weren't like that much better than Chase On's, you know what I mean? So it's
I thought Chase On had more energy, beat him. I thought he beat him out.
Question.
And you could get Chase On like at 4 or 5 million. Imagine that's 3-4 times the difference.
Am I tripping? But didn't Kuntz come from fucking Buffalo too?
Buffalo, yes.
Yeah.
So, and he was like chasing fucking Max fucking heels, right? He was nipping on his heels because they're saying that he was the next defensive end to come out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's why they compared him a little bit. Not compared him a little bit, but that's who the names that would come up on him because he was a defensive end from Buffalo too.
Shit, you take Bosa. I'll take Bosa from there too. Shit.
I was fucking.
He's gonna get released. I think Joey's gonna get released. They said
snatch that motherfucker
before next month because I think if free agency that week starts, if free agency starts, he's owed I think almost like I don't know how much $1 million roster bonus. So they expect him to be released before free agency starts.
Who's that again? I'm sorry.
Joey Bosa. That's what I'm saying. The defensive end class is already kind of deep. I mean, for free agency, and there's still probably gonna be more added, like Joey Bosa. You know what I mean? And probably, and you know what I mean. So other guys can still even be added to that list. You know what I mean? I just think that's the only reason I don't see. Like, if there was a urgency to bring Kuntz back because it was dry at defensive end this offseason or something like that, or there wasn't really nobody to look at in the draft or anything like that, then I would say, okay, then we might have to bite the bullet and bring Kuntz back just for the help for Max. You know what I mean? But I think the emergence of Chason and then the free agency class and then even the draft, I don't see where you have to pay Kuntz that though.
Not 20 million.
Yeah. See, that 20 million instead of 20 million just for Kuntz, yeah, I would do the 2025. I would do something like maybe I would excuse me. I'd give Khalil maybe 12 to 15. Maybe that.
You ain't gonna get that, man. You disrespecting that dude like that, bro.
I'm sorry. He was
getting 19.
Bro. He's getting
19 last year.
Oh, he's getting 19 last year. Oh, my bad.
Last year.
Okay.
But he's gonna be released. Does he go to another team and gets a little bit less, 17, 18? Yeah. Or does he get is he getting released because he feels like he can get, maybe around the same amount somewhere else? You know what I mean? Maybe he could get another 20 million still somewhere else.
He wants $5. Yeah.
That's the price. You know what I mean? That is the price. So, but we'll see. If
I'll give Kuntz 15.
That's the only reason I came up with that question last week. If you could get him for the same price for the next 2 years, who would you get? Mac or Kuntz? I mean, because it could very well be that Mac wants to go somewhere else to go get 25 somewhere else. That's why that's why the Chargers don't want to pay him, right? That's why the Chargers are willing to let him go. But if he's willing to come and he's going to get projected to get the same amount of money, I think, for the next 2 years as Kuntz, I'm taking Mac all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
better player already.
Yeah, well, so the thing is, though, there's an extra 20 million on the cap now. I think isn't it like 10, 20 million? Like that. I just don't think Kuntz has enough film to actually get paid that. So him getting 10 million for 1 year is probably going to be more along the lines. And I don't think they're going to give him any more money than that. Dude, as far as the Raiders,
the projection for defensive ends is 20 million, 18 to 20 million.
Yeah,
so
I'm not giving
none of them, if
nope.
they suck or not, are not going to do that. So it's even if we're stupid enough to put the tag on Kuntz, that's like 25 million dollars.
Yeah, I'm cool.
So that's way crazy, bro. I don't bitch about the money. Like, if you want to win,
I'm looking at free agents. Check this shit out right now. Hassan Riddick, 30 years old. He's available. Judon, available, but he's a little bit older, 32 years old. DeMarcus Lawrence, Preston Smith, Josh Sweat, Chase Young. Chase Young is 25 years old, bro. All right.
Man, he ain't this shit.
Right. I'm just saying, okay. Omen Hinnu from KC. That's another guy. Baker. We're looking at fucking Marcus Davenport. He's a little bit older.
Wise.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different players. Brandon Graham, you know what I mean? So
Cleveland Farrell.
Yeah, no, like that. No, hey, say what you got to say about him.
Dante Fowler Jr.
Yeah.
Clavon Chason.
Yeah. Chason, Fowler Jr., yep.
Jared Reed.
Emmanuel.
All them dudes you just mentioned right now are better than
Shaq Thompson.
All them dudes are better than Kuntz.
Yeah,
and we all hype on 51. We got to get him because we're so in love with this dude.
Yeah,
man, let him go. He ain't gonna do shit in the NFL. He ain't nothing.
Says,
I mean, I
have
can
the
see him
notepad
having
today
spurts.
so we can make it.
I could see Koontz having spurts of like, you know what I mean, of maybe playing good football, but like that shit last year fucking scared me away from fucking signing him long term anywhere, bro. Like it just scared me, like non-contact right before the season when you know what I mean. You're expecting
don't do
to,
shit.
like, I just don't know, man. It just scares me with him, dog. It just his like his always almost there. Like what is it, like 4 or 5 years now? What is this gonna be? His 4th, 5th year?
Yeah, so look what Soul said. Put it back on what Soul said, bro.
Gravy shitting on players before he has.
Gabe, go ahead and finish what you were saying, Gabe. Go ahead and finish what you were saying right
What is it, like 5 years already now?
Yeah, did shit. Yeah, did nothing but get hurt. That right?
Yeah, it's 8 good games.
That's it. In 5 years, so I'm shitting
or
on
4.
him.
This is gonna be his 5th year, right? This probably will be his 5th year. So like in 4 years, he's had 8 good games.
Let's see real quick. I'm gonna see if I can.
He should have a river of shit flowing through him, bro. He should have a river of shit flowing through.
A river? I'm cool.
And those are players that we love, bro. Shit ass players that half a season. Well, Gabe narrated it perfectly. 8 games in 5 years, and we want to pay this guy $20 million to think he's one of the best pass rushers in the world. Then when you got dudes like Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Sweat, all these dudes, Riddick, even old ass Riddick, I'll take.
His career is going to be.
I agree that he maybe have been in a doghouse or whatever. Like he was maybe on McDaniel's bad side, but
that's his fault.
But the only thing is that there's certain players you can't even put in the doghouse because they're that good. If he was that good, he wouldn't even be able to be put in a doghouse.
Yeah.
Yay. Take it a week. Take it a week.
Check this out. So Koontz has only been on the team for 3 years, right? 2021 is when he got drafted. 3 combined tackles, 1 assisted in 21. 22, 9 combined tackles, 3 assists. Right?
Well, he didn't play that much.
Okay, right. Okay.
Go, keep going.
So then 2023, 43 and 11. Bro, and he had 8 sacks. Okay. Fucking great. But you see the progression, right? McDaniels was gone after that, 2022. You know what I mean?
And I'm not even shitting on Koontz, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. He could have spurts maybe of being really good. But is that better than having a good Khalil Mack that doesn't have that many, like, you know, like times where he's missing that many games and shit like that? Yeah, he's had a little bit more injuries, you know what I mean, here and there, but he's playing more than 14, 15 games a year. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, man. I just a proven guy like Khalil and a guy like Koontz. If you're giving me that option at the same price, I'm picking Khalil Mack 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So those 8 games right there. So okay, look, that's all you got on this dude. Your boy mentioned it out real good for you. 1.5 a year, bro.
Yeah.
And you think he's killing him before? Who should be killing this dude? Because we're overreacting on him. We'll be reacting on those 8 games he got.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we could get him at shit, if we could get him at 10, shit, obviously that's perfect shit. We haven't heard that number. I'm going off what's his market value. And if his market value is 20 million, if his market value is 20 million, I'm saying that's the whole question. That was the whole question. Like, would we take them at the same price? If they're both at the same price for 20 million the next couple of years, and we had to pay that to one of those guys, I'm more comfortable in letting that money go to a guy that's, you know, already made at least a lot, like made more money seem like it's a little bit that he's taking. You know what I mean? Like,
all right,
that could be a steal at 20 million. Like he's giving years to where 20 million is a steal for Khalil Mack.
Yeah,
20 million
pay him 10. You pay him 10 million. You offer him 10 million. He ain't gonna be here no more. So I win anyways. So
if we could get him at 10 million, shit,
we ain't gonna get him at 10. He's gone.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure I'm with you. I don't think we're getting him at 10 either. But I'm saying, yeah, if we could get him at 10, I'm with all of you guys. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you could get his ceiling at 10 million, you're not going to get nobody with his type of ceiling at 10 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that you're not going to get him at 10 million. His ceiling is more what he's probably going to get paid because he's an unrestricted free agent. He could go test the market in a lot of places. The thing that might help us out is that there is a deep defensive end class, so he might notice that it might be dry by the time they come around to him, because there is names out there that might be taken first.
Yeah. So it says right here, the deal that I was going in around 3 year, 10 million, 30 million total, 20 guaranteed.
I would do that. Because
Yeah,
you still have
that's too much for me.
Well, at that price, at that price, you can still go get another one. You can still go pick Chase on, and you can still go pay a guy like a fucking what's the guy that you just fucking named, the fool from Daniel Chase Young.
Chase Young.
You can still go get a guy like that. You know what I mean? Where you can still get more guys if you're not gonna go get a top end guy, like where you can go get a Chase Young, still pay Coons, re-sign Clavon, where you can make that defensive line what the Eagles are trying to be. You know what the Eagles were actually. Now if you're trying to mimic that, you know what I mean? You build up your defensive line, great. You know what I mean? But like, I'm still saying, like, I don't think there's no way you're gonna get him at 10 million. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just watch. If he does, I'm all for it. But he ain't worth $20 million to me. But there ain't no dude that played 8 games. If they did that shit, I might as well sign them.
He said I might as well sign too.
I'm killing more of the number, because that's why I keep saying, like, I don't even want to be shitting on Kuntz. Like, but like, I'm not trying to shit on Kuntz or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, the projection that he's at, and him coming off of injury, and him just the limited of actual like game tape that we could actually go off of his pro tape. Like, I don't see the benefit in paying a guy his mark if that's what he's gonna be, the market value. That's all I'm saying. I'm not shitting on his play or anything like that, because when he's out there and you can show that when they actually give him a chance, that being out there consecutive games at a lot of snaps and shit like that, he could be effective, very effective actually. 8 sacks in 8 games or something like that. So like that's very effective. But
Jonathan, look, Khalil Mack, 2022, 17 games, 2023, 17 games, 2024, 16 games, all starts. Malcolm Kuntz, 2021, no starts. 2022, no starts. 2023, 11 starts, missed 2024 season.
Khalil Mack is a number 1 pick, bro. He's a number 1 pick.
Yeah.
And he still had, like 13, 14 sacks last year?
Yeah. Yeah, so.
You can't. That's irrelevant.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, there's
good information.
Even if you turn around and give Khalil Mack, say, 20 mil a year, right? Say 20 mil the first year, second year, give him 18, guaranteed money, whatever. How are you going to explain Khalil Mack starting every single fucking game to a guy that didn't, and then giving him half? That's crazy. That's crazy. It doesn't make sense to me. So it's like, even though I wanted Kuntz to be what he was, bro, at this time, you think that fucking Pete Carroll, Spytek, are going to be sitting there like, oh, well, let's give him. Fuck no, they're not thinking of any of that shit. They want to win.
I think they're going to attack. I think they're going to attack the teams, especially with the free agency money that they have. I think they're going to attack, especially the strong positions that there is at free agency. Like, I think that they're going to attack those positions. Like, they're going to go try to get a good defensive end, because that's a position that's I think there's a lot of good players that, you know what I mean? There's also, which is our benefit too, is that there's a deep class for like guards like this year on the offensive line side. You know what I mean? So that could be to our benefit too. Like, if we are going to be spenders when we do have money, that's what we need. We need some guards here. You know what I mean? So like, if that could be another, like, that could be like benefit us at a default. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a strong position in free agency, and that's a strong position that we need to fill, and we have the money for it. You know what I mean? So I think like things could work out for us this offseason. I think it's a lot of stuff could work out for us this offseason because we have the money for it. Like, we can go get ourselves. Like, I think that not being a free agent, like a big free agency market for running backs, I think that's gonna make us go for a running back kind of early. What's early? I think for a running back, I would say 4th round. From 2nd to 4th round, I can see the Raiders going for a running back, because of the free agency market at running back. Yeah, there's 1 or 2 here and there, but I think it's very I think that the running back position at like in college right now, that's good, bro. There's a lot of good guys out there for a running back that you could get from anywhere from the second to the fourth round. You know what I mean? There's the two guys from Ohio State. There's the guy from North Carolina. I mean, there's just a bunch of dudes that I think you can go out there, which I think it's going to be to our benefit, bro.
What up?
It's going to be to our benefit.
Graham, first pick. Dar with the third pick. Pyro, what up, big dog?
What's up, man? Go get some guards in free agency.
Yeah.
First day, go get a top end defensive end, bro, and like. I think that's where and then you can start really building off of that. Like, if you build,
Gabe. I like what you're saying.
If you build that in free agency, because those are the two strongest positions to me. When I've seen the names, when I've seen the free agency class, and you see the names, the biggest names that stand out are at offensive line and at defensive end. And if we and the money that we have to spend, if we go address those two positions with strong position, like strong replacements, bro. Like, I think we could have a very successful offseason. Like, successful as in, I don't want to fucking say Super Bowl or anything like that, but it could be a very successful.
We're gonna get a couple more wins, bro. You know what I mean? Sure. We're gonna win some games in our division. That's all I want right now, bro. If we're gonna win, like, I'm not expecting playoff. I'll be very surprised if we do that. I'll be happy as a motherfucker. But I'll tell you what. If we look better, bro, we look like shit. We look like shit when we played. And we said that, man, when we would get together at halftime, we're like, fuck, what is this? What's going on? And then I don't want to be able to do that no more. I want to be in a bad mood by halftime, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or even like actually have hope to where it's like, all right, man, we got this. Don't even trip. We're down by 3. You know what I'm saying? We're, offense is moving the ball, like, maybe there was like, a fumble by, something, who knows, but like, you want to at least be competitive in these games. I would rather fucking lose by 1 point than fucking, you know what I mean? I would rather be in the fucking game. Yeah. I wanted to be 21 to 23, 24, you know what I mean? Shit like that, 35 to fucking 30 type shit. Like, that's what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? I think all of us want that. So yeah, moving forward, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. But it's going to be so many different guys that we're looking at, so many different draft players that are going to be coming in. We got 10 picks in the draft. 10.
Maybe that's more, crazy. Bro. Maybe more. We're going to find out. We're going to find out if these dudes are gone. These dudes are gone. And I hope they are, bro. I hope Shadir and Graham are gone. And then we're gonna see the development of our team, and in free agency, we don't know what we're gonna do. We'll know by free agency what we're gonna do at the quarterback position. Because if we get a free agent quarterback, we're gonna know that. So then we can decide our draft. Then we can say, what, Mason Graham's gonna be there. I don't think Carter's gonna be there. But then a cornerback or a linebacker or I don't. That's too high. But we can move back, get more picks.
Well, you want to know another reason why the Aaron Rodgers thing might not work out for us? Because I think Aaron Rodgers is going to take his time to choose a team. And I don't think that's one thing that we cannot be waiting around for.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, too, bro. Like I can't see him signing the first couple of weeks of free agency. I see that dude waiting around to see like the perfect situation for him, see what people do in the draft, see where he can go and actually like win at. And I see him going to a situation that's more built for him, ready to win. That's why I see him not choosing a team till maybe later on into like after the draft. Not probably till like I don't see him waiting until like training camp or anything like that. But I see him waiting until after the draft, and I don't think we have the time to wait for that. I think if we are going to go veteran, we need to sign one early in free agency so we can know exactly what we're going to do in the draft.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know so I can talk. I'm gonna be talking about it. You know what I mean? And I don't give. And then I know we ain't gonna.
That's another reason too.
Yeah.
I'll be comfortable with that. If he's a good quarterback, I'll be comfortable with it because we got good coaches now, bro. We ain't got shit coaches. We got good coaches. Confident in that.
No, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of excitement to be moving forward, and I don't think we're gonna make the most Raider move You know, I don't think we're gonna go out and get a Cleveland Farrell first round. I don't think we're gonna do a Tyree Wilson type shit. We ain't doing none of that shit. So I'm excited, bro, regardless of whatever. I mean, but I know that with this staff and with Brady and all that shit, it's gonna be fire, bro. I'm excited.
What's up with all this Trey Lance shit, bro?
I was talking shit. Now all of a sudden,
got everybody talking about it.
You know what I think it is? Everybody remembers the last time he was on the field and it was against us, and he beat the shit out of us in preseason. I think that's what it is. But come on, guys, you guys, stop, please.
He's mobile. He's young. He's gonna be
get
cheap.
out of here with that shit. Ain't nobody want to hear that, man. Ain't no one want to hear that shit. That's just what we need. Another unsuccessful quarterback that didn't do shit in the NFL. Bring him on down to the Raiders.
Watch Schottenheimer.
Bring him on down to the Raiders. Bring him on down.
Schottenheimer's gonna turn around and he's gonna fucking make a man out of Trey. If Schottenheimer starts Trey Lance over fucking Cooper Rush and fucking Dak Prescott, it's gonna be hilarious, dog.
Oh man, I can't wait till next fucking month. We're already this month is going by fast, so
I know it is
only 8 more days. 8 more days in this month. So before we know it, we're gonna be free agency. Before we know it.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be back and forth. This is running. Alex Leatherwood. we're sticking fucking Russell, man.
We got a dude on the team trying to play right now, Tyree Wilson. That's gonna be the worst.
I just like the when they say that they expect the Raiders for sure to be big spenders. I mean, obviously we got the money for it. They should be, but I
don't want to be. Look, man, fuck being a big spender. You know, because look at Gabe. How many times did we turn around? We're gonna go get this guy. We're gonna spend money from fucking Moss, spend money on DA, spend money on all these fucking players, and they don't pan out. Then we don't give shit to certain players, and then they pan out. Littleton, all that fucking money. Look at fucking Blaine didn't get a lot of money and he balled out. He finally got his shot. We want hungry players, bro. Like hungry players, bro. I would rather have Kuz say, you know what, fuck that. I didn't do shit. And I know he's not going to, but have the mentality of like, fuck that. Give me 12. I'm in. Let's fucking roll.
Are we franchising Morrig or what?
That is actually not a bad move.
You're gonna pay him 20, 25, 26, $7 million.
He's gonna get something. He's gonna have to get something.
I think the price is 19, right?
For safeties?
Safety.
My bad.
Yeah. I would feel a lot more comfortable, but if they're gonna run the cover 3, is that gonna be worth it?
Nah, they gonna play zone, bro. They've been playing zone forever. Patrick Graham don't play.
Well, we got Patrick Graham, right. But
I think the money's 19 if they franchise them, which 19 is a lot. I mean, but I see him getting better every year in this system, and I don't know, man. This could be his break. To me, I could see it being like, you know, with Pete's influence too. Like, I don't know, man. And then Patrick Graham one more year in this system with these guys, and then they're gonna spend some money. I could see this probably being Morig's best year. I mean, I wouldn't be against them franchise if they're going to franchise somebody. I mean, that I think he's the best candidate for it.
I don't think it's worth it. He's not worth that.
Oh, come on, Gravy. You got to understand.
He's not worth the franchise tag. He's worth to get paid.
I mean, that is a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. It is a lot of money. I'm just saying that if you were going to tag anybody on this team, he's probably the best candidate for it.
I ain't tagging nobody.
Because he's probably the best as a free agent, and actually worth, because he's probably gonna be the one of the biggest safeties on the market, right? Because there's not a lot of them. And I mean, so that's another thing you have to take into account. If you lose him, who are you going to bring as his replacement? Because the class is not deep. You know what I mean? Like the free agency class is not deep. So who are you going to bring in to replace him? And he's going to get money somewhere. You know what I mean? So it's because of that same reason. So that's why I'm saying 19 could be a lot of money, but that also can be a big blow to our defense too, because
that's only for 1 year.
There's not a lot of replacements. There's not a lot of replacements you can bring in that are going to play at Morig's level.
He's going to expect that. He's going to expect that the next year.
No, because it's a franchise. It is a franchise, and that's the year that you got to prove it. If he, I would say that if he continues on the direction that he's in, and he improves even again, and he gets even better in next year as a franchise player, then I think that he would be worth the 19. You know what I mean? Because every year he's getting better, and if next year it's his best year, then we could actually see. You know what I mean? But like, I would say he's the best candidate for free agency. Does that mean you have to use it? No, because that still is a big number. Yeah, it's a big thing to think about. But I think if anybody's gonna be it,
you gotta win a couple Pro Bowls to be franchise tag. He ain't even sniffed the Pro Bowl.
Hey, you do got a point there. You got a point.
Unless you get him cheaper than that number and extend him. I don't think it's gonna be that.
Check it out, but lightweight Pro Bowl is a little biased because look at Crosby. Crosby had a fucking great year, and they didn't even invite him to the Pro Bowl, bro. So
he's been in the Pro Bowl for the last 3 years.
What year did they didn't invite him? There was one year that he didn't.
So this rookie year and the year after that, probably he's just baby. He's a baby. He was in the Pro Bowl this year, and he had a shitty ass season.
Oh, my bad. I got it confused with him getting Defensive Player of the Year. They didn't get one vote. My bad.
He didn't get nothing.
You're right. My bad.
He ain't got that. But more a great player. Love him for Raiders.
He throws a lot.
We need to sign him.
Entertaining. Very last option though.
We need to sign him, and he needs to get paid because he's one of the better safeties out there.
Yeah.
But to get that Buda Baker money, that money. Nah, bro, you ain't like that. Buda Baker's constantly in the Pro Bowl, bro, and putting up those numbers. You were good this year because Jack Jones is a risky corner. That's the reason why. That's why. That's
fucking Roddy saying we're getting you mofos are giving me anxiety.
I'm saying,
we're gonna get out of here anyways, man. Go to take
messed up, Ronnie. I know you playing around, but don't say that shit around here, bro. You're gonna get me high, bro.
Bring back Derek.
I ain't bringing out Derek. Fuck that.
That's anxiety right there for your ass, though, bro.
That's it.
Sunday night, fellas.
I don't even like hearing that. I don't even like hearing that.
Yeah, so Sunday night, guys, we're gonna be live. I know I was supposed to be live yesterday, but we just it is what it is. We appreciate you guys, man. We had like 50 people at the one point. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Go hit the notification bell too, and you'll get the notification anytime we go live. But we will be live Sunday night, 7:00. So make sure you guys, pull up, stuff like that. We'll chop it up. Maybe there'll be a little bit of news. I highly doubt it. But we'll probably talk about maybe a draft. Maybe, just maybe might do a fucking mock draft real quick. Just run it. No, you don't do it? You don't do the mock draft yet?
Combine, bro.
Because everyone's saying that fucking, hey, Shador's going to drop down to the 6, bro.
Well, then you just said our draft for us.
There it is.
There it is. Shador Sanders 6.
Sanders at 6.
I ain't going to be happy. I'll tell you that right
There's
now.
a lot of people. I just hope that by Sunday, the biggest, it would be awesome if we get some news that they extended Max Crosby, and so all of that stupid shit. I just don't hear any of that stupid shit anymore this offseason about him going to Green Bay, about him going to the fucking Niners, about him going to Detroit.
Oh, dude.
Get the fuck out of here! Just shut up already, man. Like, damn.
Yeah, of course, Ronnie, all the time, man. Tags of 2 wishes here doesn't make sense. Well, shit, man. But yeah, so
for some people, for some positions, that's crazy, bro.
I think it'll be a good conversation.
It is a lot of money. It's just that he has gotten better every year. And if I was going to tag anybody, and if that was like a necessity, and I had to tag somebody, then I would probably, because if he might go somewhere else, because he might get the money he wants this free agency, where the free agency class isn't that big. If franchise him this year, and then there's safeties that are set to hit the market next year, where he probably don't get as much money next year. You know what I mean? To where he probably doesn't hit because there's better free agency, or he balls out this year and then he's worth actually the money. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. Like, he could be a candidate for it.
Yeah, they're even talking about Wilkins restructuring too. So we'll figure all that out, man. We'll look at more into the contract on Sunday and stuff like that, man. We appreciate you guys. Like we always tell you guys around these parts, be thankful for what you do got, what you don't. Don't drink and drive. And you guys got anything else?
No. That's all, man.
All right, shit. We'll be live on Sunday, man. 7:00. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And how we end every single show, man. On 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders. All right, man. You guys have a great fucking weekend. Be safe out there, and we'll holler at you guys on Sunday. All right.